when he came to pass, the Pharaoh followed him.
Yeah.
And after a while, Moses and Bani Israel found that the sea in front of them and the Pharaoh in their back. So all of them will finish. There is no way. And the Bani Israel, they told Musa, oh Musa, what is this? Inna la mudrakun. They will catch us. It's finished. But Musa alayhi salam told them, Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdin. Allah with me and He will guide him. He asked me to do this. And He will guide me. How He will guide you? There is a sea here and there is... so when they reach the sea and they go into the sea and they touch the water, Allah Azza wa Jal asked Musa alayhi salam to hit the sea with his
stick.
And when he do it, it's the road to them is 12 tribes, and they go in this road. When Pharaoh and the army follow them, it's finished, and now they are sink. You know. After that, Musa go to talk to Allah, and they worship the
calf.
So it's a big crime. You just see the miracles. You just see how Allah take care of you. I left you for days, and then I came and I watch you. If you kill yourself, it's not enough to make repentance.
Okay.
Yeah. فَتُوبُوا إِلَى فَاقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. He said that you should kill it. No. If you make tawbah and this tawbah need to kill yourself, it will be better for you than. But what's happening in reality that فَتَابَ عَلَيْكُمْ, that Allah repent to them إِنَّهُ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ, because they ask Allah the repentance. But you know what? So no one killed himself. They understand the meaning of that.
So no one actually died.
Yeah. No one actually killed. Because if he said that, some of them will do it.
Right.
So but they understand what is that.
So it's hypothetical.
It's
Yeah.
No, he's giving an exaggeration. For example, if you don't fast in the month of Ramadan, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, or the Prophet said in a hadith, that even if you fasted the whole year, you would not be able to match one fast of Ramadan. So it's like this. It's that same type of exaggeration. That even if you were to kill yourself, you would never be able to
make up for it.
Yeah, make up for the wrong that you've done.
So to show the severity of...
The most important thing is not literal.
No.
Some people could... I took it as literal.
A lot of people do.
Well, and nobody explained to me. And I'm like, this is contradictory to Islam.
And you see all the verses that people are using too. On the news, you see it. They're literally taking it and saying, this is what Allah is saying to be done. Which is sometimes just to show the severity of the action in dunya, let alone in the akhirah, how severe the punishment will be. What is the worst that can happen? Your death in dunya, right? You lose everything.
Sheikh, what is it that forces people to that makes people do good who don't believe? And why is it that it said that you will be asked for your salats first before anything else?
What is the first section of the question?
Like people that are not Muslims, why do they do good actions? They do charity, they do a lot of good things, but not for Allah.
What is it that motivates them?
Yes, I think today we have a very big problem with da'wah ila Allah Azza wa Jal. How to help the people, how to save the people. You know what? Everything in this life has a technique, has a plan. And everything in this life has priorities. What is number one? What is number two? What is number three? And this is what the people who making da'wah ila Allah, with the people who help the other people, this is how they should do. This is how they should do.
It's talking about non-Muslims.
Yeah. One, when I have my surgery, some doctors visiting me. One of them asked me, I have this is a professor specialist in cells, and he is very high level professor. And he is atheist. And I asked him one time, who created this cell? He said, by itself. By itself. So he asked me, what should I say to him? I said, okay, it's too easy. If he said that this cell by itself, okay. Now, so it's by itself, by accident. Now you have lab, you have research center, you have scientists, you have hospital, you have doctors, you have, please make one sample like it. But if you good, so maybe okay. But if you couldn't, that means there is a power more than all your power together who created this cell. And this is what we call four. But I continue with him and give him the discussion. But do you know what is the problem? The problem that was such a kind of those person that, or those scientists, when they saw something amazing or need very great power, some people told him, okay, you have to believe in God. And he said, yes, I will believe in God. Which God? This poor person who take him and fix him on the wall. Don't want to take and fix him on the wall and humiliate him. And this is my God? No, I prefer to be atheist and to respect my science and to respect my mind. And I will be the same in this case. I will not. And if he go to Muslim, Muslim today is a terrorist. So if he courage enough and has a good chance and came to Muslim, now the Muslim would like to make him Abu Bakr and Umar from the first meeting. You couldn't do so and so, you shouldn't do so and so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. You have to stop your account in the bank, you have to live your life, there is no Sunday going to there is no. He said, okay, Islam is very nice, but I couldn't do it. You know what? But what is the reality? What is the reality? In my position, if I say something, a lot of people and the scholars and, who are you to say this? Okay, I will not say this, but I will bring the evidence of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What did he say? What did he said? What did he ask the people to do? And then, if the Prophet do this, every one of us should do this. And if he do something opposite, he is going opposite to whom? The Prophet. When Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, after Sulh al-Hudaybiyah, sent a message to the emperor of Rome, Heracles, he sent him a message. What he sent in this message? One ayah. قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ, say, all the people of the book, come for one word between you and us. One word. Oh, so Rasulullah calls them for, what is this one word? أَلَّا نَعْبُدَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. We will not worship anything except Allah. وَلَا نُشْرِكْ بِهِ شَيْئًا. Believe me, I didn't meet an atheist and have a discussion with him, and we didn't leave the room before he believed there is a supreme power control the universe and really it's a part of believing. This is how should we act. So I met some people like those who said he doing very well, he doing so and so, and he do it, but the problem, he didn't find the real God. And such a kind of this person, he's a good person, he's a good guy. When he will see and understand and meet the real God, directly he will believe. And one of this story is the story of Umar ibn Khattab. the story of Umar ibn Khattab with his sister is very famous when he came and when he listened to the Quran, and this ayat, it was in Surah Taha. Taha ma anzalna alayka al-Quran litashqa. Oh Taha, the Prophet or all the human, we didn't send you the book to be unhappy. We sent you the book to be happy. This is the first reason of the Quran, to be happy. So if the Quran make you unhappy, there is something wrong. ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى. And Allah started to describe Himself, how He has everything, how He has the power, how He created. And then Umar stand up and said, this God deserves to worship Him. This God deserves to worship. So, if today we will talk to the people, no, it is not a prayer. It is not kuhul. It is not anything. Rasulullah, 13 years in Mecca, and this is, we will talk about it today. 13 years in Mecca. There is no forbidden for al-kuhul. There is no ahkam. There is no the prayer in the Isra and Mi'raj in the 9 year of Hijrah. After 9 years, this message Rasulullah sent it to Hiraqal after 19 years of Al-Basa, before 4 years before he died. So this is how the people who call to Allah, we call it call to Allah. So first of all, he should believe. When he believe and understand, he will ask you, what should I do now? Well, now we said, okay, now someone come and register in the school and have a special dress. What you wear? What you wear to school? What you have to school? So okay, you have special clothes, and then he came to school. Then he asked, what should we do? The teacher, you have to learn writing. But if the student just coming before you have to listen all these books, and no, I will not. He will run away. But first year he take this, second year, third year, bachelor. Today the Muslim want someone to be PhD from the first meeting in Islam. Furthermore, we are not PhD in Islam. This is, I think, the best way how to act with. And this is Sharia. This is the way of. It is not my.
His question was not that.
Excuse me.
His question was different. I think.
No. This is his question.
Part of it.
Yeah. And okay, but let me add to this question. So,
yeah.
Why can you tell a 7-year-old child that he needs to pray?
Really, this is when, Islam is something complete package. Complete package. When a child rise and live in a religious environment, and he believe in God, he know the God, he believe in the Prophet, he believe in the book, and he has this. Now he is ready to start with him, to pray, because now it will be easy to him to go up and up and up. It's a kind of training, really, not a kind of. And you know what? When the father and mother, the family, they stand to pray, you see the child automatically. And when they come and I try to do something. Okay, so now from 7 years, he is ready now. He's ready to understand. He's ready to do it. And really, there is no forcing. There is no, because we have to do it in the best way, in a lovely way. You know what? Now he's pray by himself. Next day I bring to him a gift. This is because I saw you. I watched you praying. Oh, really? You are praying? All of this to encourage him, because to become. But unfortunately, today everything order, forcing him, push him, and this is against our nature. This is maybe to me, if someone come to me when I 7 years and I will not do it. No, give him freedom to do it. First of all, you advise him. It's better to do it by yourself, and he try to do it. We encourage him. This is the way, but there is no pushing. You know, we just take from the story one word, that pit them when they are 10. Yeah, pit them when they are 10. But now he give you 10 years to convince him and to encourage him. And so if this person, you talk to him 10 years and encourage him 10 years and convince him 10 years, and after 10 years he didn't accept, maybe he's small percentage need to, but we start from here, you know, you are 10, you didn't pray. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, I think today we have a lot of resource of knowledge. Today we have more and more and more what we have at least 20 years ago. Today you open the internet, you choose scholars, YouTube, books, anything. 25 years ago, it is very difficult to get the knowledge. You have to travel, you have to get the book, you have to send you a book from country to country. Today, there is no need. There are a lot and a lot and a lot of knowledge. But this is also make a big problem, that people today sink in the lake of information. A lot of information, and we don't know at the end which information is good, which information is need, which information everyone want to help him in this life. And the problem is our time is limited. I told some of my brothers 2 days ago that I have a formula. Human equal age, time. I am a time, you are a time. For this reason, this person equal 70 years old. This person equal 100. This person equal 20. So everyone is time. And another formula, time equal everything. You can convert time to happiness. You can convert time to money. You can convert time to sadness. You can convert time to worshiping. You can convert time to hasanat. You can convert time to sayyi'at. So time equal everything. For this reason, Allah Azza wa Jalla swear by Al-Asr. Wal-Asr. Al-Asr means the time. Allah swear by Al-Fajr. Al-Fajr is the time of the Fajr. Allah swear by the night. Allah swear by the Nahar. Allah swear by إِلَّا بِثَّمْ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. So Allah mentions the time more and more and more and more in the Quran. So the problem, our life is limited. We cannot spend our life in something, and at the end of the day, we found that this is useless. Maybe today you have mawsu'a, for instance, big mawsu'a, in a specialist kind of science. It's an old science. For instance, there are very famous books about the history or about the people and the wafiyat al-a'yan. It's a very big book. This is to check every one of the people who narrated al-hadith. Maybe someone, if he enter this encyclopedia, he will finish this encyclopedia with the end of his life. And he feel himself very proud because he is reading in Sharia book. But yes, it's important. This book is important for some level of scholar, not for everyone. There is, for instance, Mawsu'a Fiqhiyya. Mawsu'a Fiqhiyya, very big. There is Mawsu'a for Tajweed, very big book. And this is for specialist people, not for everyone to deal with it. So what is important for us today, really, we lost. Yesterday, one of my friends in Europe, in Holland, sent me, he said, believe me, I get out of the mosque crazy. All the speech is about the adab with the dabba. Adab, how to be polite with your donkey and with your camel, and because you use it in traveling. No one used dabba today in traveling. Why you spend in Europe all the khutbah about adab al-rahi? You know, adab with the dabba, adab with the, and he feel himself doing. He get it from the book and he take it from the. You know, this is the wisdom. So okay, when we lost our way, what we will do? I am a man. When I lost my way, I stop. I close the program, the Google Map. I open the Google Map again. I put the address and check the address again, and I start again. So, what this meaning? I start from the first point, from the beginning. Okay. Today, the Islamic nation lost their way. Anyone has a doubt about this? No. Today, the Islamic nation in the lowest degree of civilization or what we can say in the lowest ranks, in the lowest ranks. Anyone doubt about this? What does that mean? We are doing very well? We are exactly like what the Prophet described our situation. He said that تداعى عليكم الأمم. The nation will come for you. تداعي الأكلة على قصعتها. Like the animals when they have killed something or to eat something, how they came. This is how the nation came to you. And the companions of Prophet Muhammad asked, عن قلة نهزم يومئذ يا رسول الله. At that time, we defeat because we are little, we are few. And Rasulullah answered, no. أنتم يومئذ كثير. At that time, you are a lot. ولكنكم غثاء كغثاء السيل. But you are like the fog. No power, no. Okay. So, this is our situation today. What should we do? We should start from the first minute in Islam. What is the first minute in Islam?
اقرأ.
اقرأ. اقرأ. The first place in Islam. What is the first place in Islam? غار حراء. غار حراء. Oh. We have to study غار حراء school. What's happening in غار حراء? What's going on in غار حراء? The most or one of the most important stage in the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is غار حراء. Why? Why is one of the most important time or stage or period of Prophet Muhammad is غار حراء? Why? Now I'm talking very, very big talk, very great talk. How you dare to say this? Why you didn't say Hijra? Why didn't say Ba'sa? Why غار حراء is one of the most important period and stage in the life of the Prophet? Because easily talking, he entered from this door to the غار حراء, and he is Muhammad ibn Abdullah, بشر مثلكم. He is a human like us, and he get out from غار حراء, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Do you understand what's going on in غار حراء? So غار حراء is the school the Prophet attended until he became from Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and he graduated from this school, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, what's going on with غار حراء? What's happening in غار حراء? No one teach us about the school of غار حراء. No one say that غار حراء is the most. If you don't have the period of غار حراء in your life, you are not a believer. You are not a true believer. Maybe you are a Muslim, but you are not a true believer. What is going on in غار حراء? In غار حراء, Rasulullah didn't become a person who has the knowledge. No, he became the person who teach and give the knowledge. He became a source of knowledge. Rasulullah in Ghar Hira didn't become a person with a pure soul and pure heart. No. Rasulullah after Ghar Hira, he became the person who purified the people and who helped the people to become pure. وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ. This is the meaning of يُزَكِّيهِمْ. You know, يُزَكِّيهِمْ mean help them to become pure. He became the teacher of tazkiyah, of purification. He became the teacher of ilmu al-kitab. He became the teacher of how to connect the people with Allah. He became the teacher of faith. He didn't become as a believer only. He became a teacher of faith. One of the scholars told me, okay, you are right. Ghar Hira is very important period and time in the life of the Prophet and Ghar Hira. But the problem that the Prophet himself stopped this. The Prophet didn't send any one of his Sahaba to the Ghar Hira or to another Ghar. So this stage from our Islamic life is removed. It is something special to the Prophet. What do you think? What do you think? I said, yeah.
Actually, it happened.
You are right. And this is our big problem and big understanding of the Sunnah of Rasulullah. Always we are going and running for the appearance. We didn't understand the concept, the hikmah, the wisdom of Rasulullah. Ride the horse and ride the camel and ride the donkey. What does that mean? Sunnah is to ride the horse and ride the donkey and ride the camel? Or the sunnah that you can use the mean of transportation. It's available to you. So today you ride Tesla, you ride Mercedes, you ride Porsche, you ride Honda, you ride Toyota. This is what you ride today. So the sunnah that is allowed. It's allowed. Jibril asked Prophet to clean their mouth, to make their teeth clean, because they recite the Quran, because al-malaik becomes close to them and any smell hurt the angels. And what they have, okay, the most planet and available thing is miswak. So what is the wisdom of miswak? To clean. If the Muslim think in the right way, they should be the first people who invent this machine, who clean, or automatic branch, or this, because supposed today all the humanity will use the miswak. It will not be. But the concept is what Rasulullah said, فَإِنَّهُ مَطْهَرَةٌ لِلْفَمْ مَرْضَاتٌ لِلرَّبِّ. It's cleaning to the... So the concept is how to clean, how to clean the best way. This is the understanding. So Rasulullah canceled the appearance of Ghar Hira. But all the stage of Mecca, 13 years, was a school of Ghar Hira. But there is no need to go to the Ghar, because now they have the teacher who graduated from the Ghar school. And now the teacher teach them the same subject. He do it in the Ghar Hira, but where? In Mecca. So 13 years Rasulullah teach his companions the school of Ghar Hira and the subject he do in Ghar Hira and the knowledge he get in Ghar Hira, and what they graduate from that. They graduate ulama, scholars, hukama, wise people, udaba, very high level of morals and polite. كادوا من فقههم أن يكونوا أنبياء. They are very close to be prophets. This is the description of Sahaba who graduate. Rasulullah graduated from Ghar Hira school as a messenger and the prophet. And the companions, the same concept. And the companions of Prophet Muhammad graduate from the school of Ghar Hira, which is the place is not important. In India or in Syria or in Macedonia or in Russia, the concept. If you have today a certificate, all of them agree. What is the name of the place of where you study or what you study is important. What you study is important. If you have any certificate and it's a global certificate, all of them will approve. If I have a driving license and I came to and I use it for a while until I get, so they allow me because now no, you have to take it from Ghar Hira. You have to go to no. Rasulullah didn't do this with his Sahaba. Rasulullah, now he became the teacher and he make all Mecca is Ghar Hira. Another scholar asked me a question. Yes, but Rasulullah spent 3 years in Ghar Hira and he spent 13 years in Mecca. So if you say it's the same school or why all these, what do you think? I told him 3 years is the time for the individual to graduate from Ghar Hira, but 13 years is the time for the society of Ghar Hira, to build the nation of Ghar Hira, to build the ummah of Ghar Hira. And this is how Rasulullah built the people in 13 years in Mecca to reach this level, and all the other time was how to spread Islam, how to get victory, how to build that now how to build and complete the meaning of Islam. Now, after that, they have the fasting, they have the prayer, they have al-Hajj, they have al-Zakah, they have pilgrimage. You know, it is exactly like the building. First, what did you do? You build the foundation, and in the foundation there is nothing. Later on, what did you do? Now you make the structure, and how much the foundation will be, how much the higher of the structure will be. So this is the idea. How much your connection to Allah, how much your feeling to Allah, how much your understanding to Allah, how much you feel your prayer. Today the Muslims didn't feel the prayer, they didn't feel the Quran, they just Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. When you read, when you recite the Quran, your faith should increase. If I have an empty, if I have an empty, and if I pour the water from here, what did the water doing in the next one? It's increase. It's increase. Physical. Allah said, وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. Your feeling, when I put my phone in the charging, what about the battery? The charging, what's happening? Increase. Something you can't touch it, something you can't feel it. When you recite the Quran, you shouldn't be the same after and before. Before your recitation, you should increase. When you are praying to Allah, do you know what? If someone told me that, oh, Muhammad, you will have a meeting with Bill Gates. Oh, very nice. Before the meeting, I will be the same after the meeting. I should increase. Give me something, you know. And I enter, but when I go out, I should be different. If you meet very wise people, you should increase. How? If you stand between the hand of Allah Azza wa Jal. How if you talk to Allah and recite the word of Allah. How if you make sujood to Allah. How if you make ruku' to Allah. After the prayer, we should increase. if I put this mobile in the plug and it didn't increase, there is a problem. There is disconnect in the line. If you check it, you see, I pray, but there is nothing because the cable is disconnects. This is easy. The appearance one time, a person asked me, what is the difference between us and between the Sahaba? I said, it's too easy. No. Sahabat Rasulullah. The people, no. They are simple people. They are very honest people. They are not miracles, they do it step by step. I told him the difference between them and us, like two people get into the car. The first one turn the car on and do everything else. Move, go, open the window. We do everything except turning the car on. We open, but the car is still in the same place. Just operate. They open. They have this heart, this connect heart with Allah. One of the munafiqeen came to Rasulullah and he said, "Oh Rasulullah." They know the problem today. The people don't know what is the problem. He came to Rasulullah and he said, "Oh Rasulullah, faith is here. Al-imanu hahuna," on his tongue. Nifaq, hypocrisy, is here in my heart. And I didn't make dhikr except for little time. Oh, Spirit. So Rasulullah, treat him. But now, and he asked him, he said, "Oh Rasulullah, I have a lot of my colleagues in the same." He said, "Who came to us, we help him. We cannot, we don't treat remote control. He should came to, today, Dr. Azhar, if someone come to his office, he will treat him. He give him the medicine. He take it. But if someone on the telephone, "Oh, Dr. Azhar, I have so and so," could he give him the chemical on the phone? He should come to the. So this is the people think today that if he has heart attack, is more difficult if he has spiritually heart attack. Oh, we have spiritual heart attack. Yes, we have spiritual heart. في قلوبهم مرض. There is a disease in their hearts, but no one cares. Do you know what? Because we care about this heart, and this heart is expire. One time it will expire. We don't know how much, 10, 20, well, it will be expired. But the spiritual heart will not be expired. Will go with you to the next life and the day of judgment. And this heart is the most important heart. This is how Ibrahim alayhi salam said in the Quran, إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. No one will survive at the day of judgment except in one situation. إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. What we are doing for this qalb salim? What we are preparing for this qalb salim? What is the school of qalb salim? We go to Ghar Hira is the school of the qalb salim. Ghar Hira is the school how the people graduate with the real heart and with the belief heart and with the faith heart. For this reason, as I said, we should focus in this school to understand what is going in this school. Did the Quran mention Ghar Hira did Allah mention Ghar Hira in the Quran? Furthermore, you are talking, it's very important, it is very huge, it is very big. Did Allah mention Ghar Hira in the Quran?
The concept.
Yes or no?
No.
We will talk after the break. Take a break and think about it, and we will talk after the break, inshallah. It is in the last chapter. العلق. العلق.
Why am I searching for it?
Okay.
Lost it.
Okay.
So-
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. As we said before, did Allah mention Ghar Hira in the Quran? In reality, Allah Azza wa Jal didn't mention Ghar Hira as a place. They didn't mention Ghar Hira as a geographic thing. But Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned what's going on in Ghar Hira. He mentioned the first minute after the Prophet became ready to receive the revelation. He mentioned the minute that the Prophet became available to receive the angels. It is not easy, you know. It's not easy for us as a human, as a physical body, as a material, to meet the angels. To meet the angels need a lot of preparing. To receive the revelation of Allah need a lot of preparing. And furthermore, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prepare himself and do a lot in Ghar Hira. When he received and when he saw the angel, what did happen? He's trembling. He's afraid. He said, "Zammiluni, zammiluni, dathiruni." What, you know? You feel it? Yeah, he's scared. He says, "Zammiluni." It's a very huge thing. It's a very big thing. It's very important thing. It's not easy. It's not easy. So Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned Ghar Hira by the concept in the Quran. What he mentioned, the first word, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. You know what? Now, very, very important idea. Jibreel alayhi salam asked the Prophet to read. And Jibreel carried the message from whom? From Allah. So this order from whom? From Allah. What should the Prophet do?
Follow.
One of two possibilities or three possibilities. First one, that he don't know how to read, so he should learn how to read and then read. And that's didn't happen. That didn't happen. What that mean? Two possibilities. That Rasulullah didn't obey the order and it's impossible. The second one, that Rasulullah read, but in different way from our reading. So there's two kinds of reading. This is the reading. We do it in the pen, with the pencil, with the book, and there is another reading for the spirit, for the soul, for the heart. And what is the key of this reading? It's Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq, by the name of your Lord. What is the name of your Lord?
Allah.
Allah. So by the name of your Lord, by reading by the name of Allah, now Allah will give you another kind of knowledge. Allah will give you another type of understanding. Allah will give you another kind of connection. And this is how Rasulullah entered the school. And the address of this school, Iqra, by what? By the book, by the internet, by the Bismi Rabbik, by the name of your Lord. Iqra, by the word of Allah. And now, from this school, you will become Muhammad Rasulullah. You will become Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You will become the teacher of Tazkiyah and Zikr and Ilm and all of these knowledge. Today, you take one hadith of Prophet Muhammad and you take PhD by discussing this hadith. So Rasulullah became source of knowledge and source of information and source of Sharia. So, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. This is how Allah, He mentioned غار Hira by the concept. Allah take out the appearance and concentrate on what? In concept. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. What does that mean? He created the human from small clot of blood, which is the eggs and the supreme coming together, sperm, and make this clot of blood. This is alaq. The question now, there is nothing in the Quran vain. There is a message in everything in Quran. And if you think that is just word putting together, the Quran is one story. Start with Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen and end with Min al Jinnati wan Nas. There is a connection between every verses and verses, and there is a understanding between every verses and verses. So, what is the relation here between Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, about the Ghar Hira, about the reading by the name, and between the created the human from a clot of blood? What is the connection? Yani like if I'm talking to you in the south and then I talk with you in the north. What is the connection? Completely different subject, completely different thing. What is the wisdom behind this? What do you think?
The beginning of both.
The beginning of both. The beginning of both. Al-alaq, the clot of blood, is the beginning of your body life, of your existence. And اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق, the school of Ghar Hira, the school of the name of Allah, is the beginning of your spirit life. Here the beginning of your spirit life, here the beginning of your body life. Here the life will continue with you all forever, and this is the life will finish after a period, after an age. The beginning of the life. Al-alaq is the beginning of your physical life. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق, the beginning of your spiritual life, the life of faith, the life of understanding the knowledge from Rasulullah and from Allah. It's the life of understanding the word of Allah, Al-Quran. It's the life of how to connect with Allah. It's the life of your faith. So there is no faith if you didn't mention the name of your Lord. What is the mention of your Lord? Allah. Today, a lot of Muslims, they want from you to do everything except to mention the name of Allah. And if you ask, Allah asked, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. One person, he told me, did Rasulullah mention the name of Allah? I said, what do you think? There is no hadith. I said, can you swear that Rasulullah didn't mention the name of Allah? Can you swear? He said, I told him, I will swear that Rasulullah mentioned the name of Allah. How do you know? There is hadith that Rasulullah said, Allah, Allah, Allah. Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in the Quran, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. We make you the moderate nation, the Islamic nation, the nation of Prophet Muhammad, and this is the nation of Prophet Muhammad until the day of judgment. We make you moderate nation. لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. You will be witnesses to the other nation. وَيَكُونُ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. And the Prophet will be witness you. Oh, how we will be witnesses to Noah alayhi salam. How we will be witnesses to Musa alayhi salam. How we will be witnesses to Jesus. How? Do any one of you live at the age of Nuh or Abraham. No. Okay. When they go to the court and there's a case about who own the house, the person who give the deed, this is the evidence. And if the judge check this deed and find it's right, he will give him the case. So did the judge see the closing or watch when they give the money? Or no, he just see the clear evidence. And I will witness that Noah alayhi salam advised his people, because the people of Noah at the day of judgment, they will say to Allah, they deny. No, he didn't. He didn't teach us. He didn't invite us. He didn't. Who will witness to Noah alayhi salam? You. Oh, do we have the evidence? Yes. In the Quran, this is the most evidence we have, that Noah teach them day and night, and Noah call them day and night, and Noah be patient with them, and Noah do and do and do, and we will witness all of these. Is there hadith? No, there is no hadith, but there is what is more important than hadith, which is Quran. When Jibreel came to Prophet Muhammad and revealed to him, Wadhkur. What's the meaning of Wadhkur? Make dhikr. Wadhkur, what is this? This is, in Arabic, we have three kinds of verb: past, present, and order. When Allah mentioned in the Quran, Wadhkur, what that mean? It's an order. Wadhkur, Isma. Isma, the name. Rabbika. What is the name of your Rabbika? What is the name? Allah. Wadhkur Isma Rabbika. It is different from tasbih. It's different from istighfar. It's different from alhamd. It's different from Allahu Akbar. Wadhkur Isma Rabbika wa tabattal ilayhi tabtila. And do it in a very urging way, in very humble way, in very concentration way. Tabattal ilayhi tabtila. When Jibreel came to Prophet Muhammad and told him this ayah, what did Prophet Muhammad do? If Jibreel came to you today and asked you, mention the name of your Lord, what you will do? I will mention the name of my Lord. So, did the Prophet Muhammad mention the name? No, Prophet Muhammad didn't mention the name of his Lord, because do you know what? Someone who mentioned the name, someone who forget the name. Prophet Muhammad didn't stop mentioning the name of his Lord by his heart. And this is how Aisha alayhi salam, Hazrat Aisha said that Rasulullah was sleeping, but his heart still doing dhikr. Aisha described the Prophet, Rasulullah was mentioning the name of Allah all the time. How can I mention the name of Allah and teach you if it is in my tongue? But I can mention the name of Allah in my heart all the time, and I am eating and talking and teaching and traveling, because it is something. How can you have the Wi-Fi working with Google and all this other application? So Wi-Fi working, and this is, they didn't connect and affect the other application. This is how we achieve this level, and Allah Azza wa Jal describe those people who are one of the best group of people in Islam. Do you know who are they? One of the most group of people in Islam. Who are they?
Dhakirin.
Awliya, more. Dhakirin, more.
Sahaba.
It's one of the top. No, the kind, not the kind.
Okay.
The ones that mention Allah.
He mentioned. No, not only the one who mentioned Allah. They are one of the highest hierarchy in Islam. One of the highest level in Islam.
Angels?
Angels, not human.
Yeah.
Angels are angels. No, I think from a human. Allah mentioned those people who call them ulul albab. You know what lub? Lub, that inside. You know, inside the nut there is what?
The loop.
The lub. This is lub. inside the nut, inside there is the nut. This is the lub. You know what the lub? Yani what is inside? This is my clothing, but I am the lub. I am what in the. So ulul albab, the people who has the highest level of understanding. Ulul albab, Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned them in the Quran 16 times. And one time, inshallah, I will give you special lecture about who are ulul albab. I just will give you one description of them in Surah Al-Imran. Allah Azza wa Jal said, Inna fi khalqi samawati wal ard. In creating the earth and the heaven. واختلاف الليل والنهار. And the difference between night and day. لآيات, great sign. To whom? إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل لآيات لأولي الألباب. To those group, أولو الألباب. Who are they? Who are they? And now Allah mentioned them. The first attitude of them, the first adjective of them, الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم. They mention Allah when they are stand up, when they are sit down, when they are laying. The meaning of this, they mention Allah in all, because any one of us, he is stand or sit or like يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم. This is why I told you not only the dhakirin, because the next step after they have all this zikr and after they have all this high level of dhikr, ويتفكرون, and they are thinking, ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض. They think how Allah created the earth, how Allah created the heaven. ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا, oh our Lord, ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, you didn't created this vain. Oh Allah, protect us from the suffering and protect us from Jahannam. So those people, ulul albab, are the people who has the highest level of dhikrullah and who has the highest level of understanding and thinking. You know, sometimes I met some people, he is very righteous, but his mind is not. So I asked him to make dua to me, but I didn't take his opinion. No. If he is righteous, you have to listen to him. And no, I asked him to make dua, but I will not take his. He is zakir, but he is not from ulul albab. You see now what is the Islam talking? This is the highest level what I'm talking about. And as I said, one of main condition, and one time someone, I asked his advice and I asked his dua because he is from ulul albab. So ulul albab is very rare people, and surely in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alteration of night and day, there are signs for the people of wisdom. It's near, it's around. Yani. Ulul albab, wisdom is one of their attitude. You know, he mentioned them, but one of them. But ulul albab is more, really, more intelligence, more concentrating, more. I think the conclusion we have, if you want to be a real believer, if you have to have the real faith, if you have to enter the school of Ghar Hira, if you have to enter the school of Ulul Albab, you have to succeed in very important subject. This subject is dhikrullah. Dhikrullah, to mention the name of Allah. And how I mention the name of Allah. Look, don't talk about Sufism, and don't talk about Salafism, and don't talk about Ikhwanism, I don't talk about atheism, I'm talking about the Quran. You know, some people said, oh, this group do this, for this reason I will not do it. Allah said in the Quran, Kulu washrabu, eat and drink. Oh, the atheists eat and drink. We will not eat and drink because they eat and drink. They sleep, so we will not. No, I follow the Quran. What the other people do is their business. I do what Allah asked me to do in the Quran. In the Quran, we have to be student in the school of dhikrullah. And this school, I don't care a lot about the appearance. I don't take a lot about what I want is your heart. As Quran describe your heart. How he described it. Allah said in Surah Al-Anfal, الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. When you mention the name of Allah, your heart what? Response to this. This is what I try to achieve. This is the first lesson in the school. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. And when you start to read the universe by the name of Allah, when you start to read the cosmos by the name of Allah, when you start to enter your prayer by the name of Allah, when you start to recite the Quran by the name of Allah, when you start to make da'wah by the name of Allah, believe me, everything will change. This is the secret. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. This is how you turn your engine. And if you didn't turn the engine and you try to deal with the car, it will be useless. And unfortunately, sometimes the people come and push the car, and the car is little bit moved. The car moved. No, but not in this way. It's moved, but the car should carry you. Your heart should help you. So, the school of dhikrullah is the starting. It is like al-alaq in your life. It is the starting of your spiritual life. You have to take care of your heart. I told you about a group of American people. They are in a group. I teach them, and I teach them about dhikrullah. And we make a group on the WhatsApp, and I ask them what the name you will choose. And really, they surprised me in the American way. What they put? Dhikrullah.
No. Meditation.
No. Clean your heart. No. I have many groups. This is the name. This is the name. But they give me an amazing name. Clean the kitchen. Clean the kitchen. Yes, they said it is your example. You ask the ladies, if you didn't clean your kitchen for 1 day, what's happening? Problem. 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month. Some people didn't clean their heart 1 day, 2 days, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years. What you will find in these hearts? So please, I guarantee, if you take care of your heart as you take care of your kitchen, you will be awliya. What? You will be awliya if you take care of your heart as you. So clean the kitchen. Don't forget to clean the kitchen. We have to take care of our heart. We have to mention Allah in our heart day and night. When you sleep, when you are in the car, when you have any time, just try Allah, Allah, Allah until your heart wake up, and until when you listen to the name of Allah, your heart is trembling by what? By the nur of the name of Allah. What is the meaning trembling? The name of Allah has a nur. If your heart didn't receive anything, that your heart is blind. If someone is blind with us now, and we ask, do you see the light? No. Which light? Do you see the color of the roof? Which color? Do you see the color? He didn't see anything. Because what? He is blind. We mentioned the name of Allah. Did you feel anything? No. Because your heart is blind, is covered. كلا بل ران على قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون. How you will feel the nur of the name of Allah?
How do we remove it? How do you remove that blindness?
This is الاستغفار and tawbah and cleaning. إذا أذنب العبد نكتت نكتة سوداء في قلبه. So it's need to clean. For this reason, when we sit to the dhikr time, First of all, what we will do? Istighfar. We try, and this is what we do is just a small example. It's not, it's not just, so we have to clean, and this is what we call in the tarbiyah, we say that التخلية قبل التحلية. We evacuate from sins, and then Allah sent the nur to you. If you have a pot, and in this pot is car's oil, and you go to someone and ask him, put honey in this, he will put honey in the pot? No. Put out the oil, purify, clean it, dry it, and then come, and then we will put. So the nur of Allah is more precious than the honey. The nur of Allah will not become to the dirty heart. So please, let's clean our heart. Let's educate our heart how to understand the name of Allah. Let's start doing the dhikr of Allah. Yes, please.
You mentioned that there are two types of reading of the Quran, right? One is the physical reading, the literal reading, right? How normal people read. And you said the second one is بِإِسْمِ رَبِّكَ الَّذِي, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Supposed to do,
like practically.
Look, today, as I give you the example, now you have a car. If you operate the car, you can use everything. If you didn't operate the car, everything is useless. Furthermore, you have it. Now, if you have the heart, the wake-up heart, you will make use of your prayer. You make use of your tasbih. You make use of your reciting of. If your heart is blind or dead, you're just acting in the appearance. You will not make use of any. You do it, but you didn't get anything from it.
Right.
So what we should have, you should wake up your hearts until you understand the Quran. Allah, and you look, everything Allah mentioned in the Quran. Inna fi dhalika dhikra. In the Quran, there is remembering. To whom? لمن كان له قلب. To the person who owns this alive heart. I didn't bring anything from myself, from my opinion. Everything from the Quran. إن في ذلك ذكرى لمن كان له قلب. So, if you don't have this heart, you don't have this dhikra, you don't have this tazkir, you don't have this effect, you don't have this benefit.
So before we read, like, should we do zikrullah first? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We have to make zikrullah until our heart is start to feel, and you will see that everything will change in your life.
So that's what the verse is saying.
Yeah.
It's saying do it with the heart that's awake.
Yeah. Yes. Is there any other question? If there is no question, let's make dhikr for 10 minutes. What we make dhikr is really we make istighfar and we recite al-Fatiha, we make salah ala nabi alayhi salatu wassalam, and then we concentrate on our heart and we try to mention the name of Allah to our heart until to wake up our heart, inshallah. And this is what we do here is just a small example, and this is what you will have to do by yourself when you are alone with Allah Azza wa Jal. And this is what Prophet Muhammad, what Prophet Abraham, all the Prophet connect to Allah Azza wa Jal. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم يا مفتح الأبواب ويا مسبب الأسباب ويا مقلب القلوب والأبصار ويا غياث المستغيثين ويا أمان الخائفين ويا أمل المتحيرين أغثنا توكلنا عليك يا رب العالمين ونفوض أمورنا إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد بألف لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أستغفر الله